What's up, farm fam? Hey, so I got another interesting one for you. I am on New Frontier. I needed space. So I got a little shed and there a little shed, and back up yonder somewhere is that trailer. So we're talking cow barns today. So not a cow barn. Let's start with our small ones. I start up top and I actually put so many down that it won't let me put any more down. So we will delete some of these after we're done. Alright, so this is see if it, I have not explored some of these. So this one got a little shed shop in here. Is it open? It does. So you can pull a little tractor in here. It's got a little breezeway. Now, I didn't flatten, I just placed, so you're going to see the trains all whacked out. So, okay, so this is kind of different. Lots of doors. Okay, so this opens. Alright, so this is our animal dialogue. So this is the old cow barn. It has 12 cows. I think it was, I forget how much it was. Old cow barn, old cow barn. Old cow barn was 25,000. So 12 cows, got a stall, got stalls. It's like the cows come in. Here's the milking area, milk container. Goes out here. This is where you unload the milk. Got milk buckets there, milk barrels, whatever you call them. And then out to the little pasture. So old cow barn, 25,000. So this next one is somewhat similar in style anyway, with the brick and the red, but this is old cow barn. Other old, oh nope. This one is, sorry folks, this one is the, it is old cow barn, but this one holds 16. And this one is kind of unique in that it has a walkway, ramp up to the door, to attic storage for like hay. So this is kind of cool. Open the little door. And this is, this trigger is, I'm not sure what that trigger is. Food. So it's similar in style to the other one. Opens up into the pasture from the side. And this opens to the outside. This should be the milking room. Oh, we got three rooms here. That does not open. Opens to the outside. This is our milking room. So this is just a dummy room. Well, there's a room there. I think it might be just a dummy room because that door doesn't open. Yeah, that door doesn't open. It's our milk room. Kind of modern, kind of cool. We got some nice decorations in here. Farm sim stuff, and farm sim stuff binders. Oh yeah. So, no, kind of unique barn. Where's this go? Back to the outside. Alright, so old barn number 2. Alright. We might have to make this a two-parter because there's a lot of barns. Alright, so this one Which one is this? Old cow barn. Is that right? What is it? Calf barn. So this is a calf barn. I don't know which. Calf barn. Calf barn. Where did I get a calf barn? So there's also a buildable feedlot packed in here. I'm not entirely sure where I got this calf barn. Right there, 128,000. So this is for baby calves. But yeah, is it open? Let's open this truck and feed off. It's just supposed to be for baby calves when they get bigger than you. Put them into the big cow barn. So if you wanted to be a little realistic and put your baby calves in here, you could. It'll hold 40. So yeah, kind of cool. All right, this one is a little bit different. It's got slurry. These other ones don't have, I think you can put a manure pit outside the barn, but they don't have slurry. So this is your slurry, of course. This is hay drop off, straw drop off. And over there is your feed drop off on the other side. Here's our trigger for buying. This is a cow pasture, 90 cows. And this is cow pasture 95. Where are we at here? Cow pasture. Oop. Oop. Huh. How did I get these out of order? Interesting. I literally went down the line when I placed these. Huh. Very interesting. Same one. These are big barns. I didn't get to these barns. Well, there's the calf barn. I literally started at the top and worked my way down. So I don't understand why I'm not finding this stuff that I put in. Interesting. Well, anyway. So on Courtright, my neighbor to the northwest is using this for his beef cattle. So, yeah. Alright, then we got... Let's see, which way was I going? I was going there. Okay, so this is off over the side. Then we have this one. This is a bigger barn. Which barn is this? There's the animal trigger. Hello, animal trigger. This is a giant monstrosity one. This is where's it at? This one. Cow Barn XL, 250 cows for 150,000. So here's a milk trigger. And this one's kind of weird because the triggers are inside the pen, the pasture for the cows, as is the slurry tank. So it's kind of different setup. One of these doors opens. There we go. So slurry tank. And here's our animal trigger inside the another little pin. So you got a couple pins. Not sure why. Is this open? I didn't think so. So they got a milk area, stalls, And then you got another set of stalls down here with the feeding and hay, straw. And then you can go out that way. So, and it's a big shenanganous, is that a word? Shenanganous barn. It's big. 400,000 liters of food, 200 straw, holds 400,000 slurry. So yeah, it's a big one. So then this one is similar to that one, except it's the milk triggers down here. So you would have to back up here. There's a little milk barn, same exact. Why don't you open? Oh, we gotta open those up. So it's almost identical to the other one, except it's sideways with the ramp on the side for the hayloft. The hayloft is a little bigger and does not drop off to the bottom. So you could put hay bales up here. It's not an auto load, so you'd have to manually do it. Alright, this one, slurry hookup. It's kind of buried in the grass, but it's an underground hookup. And it's an older style barn. So you can see this is the cow area, feeding area, our trigger for animal buying. This is modern cow barn 70. Is it open? Open sesame. Our milk room's pretty good size. So they've got, yeah. What is this room? So this goes into, oh, they actually have a milking area separate from the stalls. Alright, well that's interesting. This is where we pick up our milk. So this was, which one was that? Can't remember, it's not that one. Yeah, these couldn't be bought because I ran out of space. Oop. Yeah. 125,000. And looks like it does goats. Oh, it has dairy production. Okay, so you can do sugar. It's like sugar, cow milk, goat milk, chocolate, and regular milk. So that's interesting. So this is a whole production room as well. Huh. Okay. That's a little different. Alright, this one I have used this one before. This one, the feeding triggers along the side. Animal triggers right here. This is the wooden medium stall. 105,000. So nothing fancy. There are no pastures to it. Milk trigger is on this side. Door. Get your animals in and out. You could theoretically build a fence on the outside. I don't know that the cows would come to it, but this one is similar. You got dumping for hay and probably food. Here's your milk trigger. The milk room. Feeding on the outside. I'm not sure what this is for, but you got a pasture over there. Kick me over there. Okay, here's what is this trigger for? Okay, this is so this is another production chain. This is the one, another one with the dairy production. All right, so this is where your pallets would come out. So yeah. Slurry pit and manure pit. Yeah. And the meadow. Kind of cool. Alright, this one, it's a big open barn. Where are the triggers at for it? Inside. There's feeding trigger. The animal trigger must be on the outside. I don't believe there's a meadow for this one. Yeah, there's the animal trigger. Slurry manure. Yeah. So they stay in there all the time. Alright, this is a barn I'm currently using. The milk trigger on his side. Water. This requires water. The animal trigger is in here in the middle. And it holds 320. It says 28, but I think in here it's 350. Let me find it. Where are you? Here it is. Cow pasture medium. 300. Holds a lot of stuff. So yeah, you can see 150,000 food, 120 water, 75 straw, 4 million liters of manure, and 100,000 liters of slurry. And it actually says 328 versus 300. I have not pushed that limit to see. I've got 150 in mine right now, so. But you dump the feed right there. And the straw is dumped over on this side. So you dump your straw in here, and then it takes care of the cattle in there. Manure comes out here in this basin, and your slurry here. So yeah, and I believe this is our last one. Animal trigger here, 120, big cow barn, 120 cows. Kind of same setup as that one. You dump your food here. The milk trigger, this one actually has a, and it's decoration only. Milk room, but you pull your milk out here. And you have slurry and manure pit here with an old wheelbarrow. So if you want to go with a dirty look, this is a good barn to do it with. And neat, the vents actually move, so that's kind of cool. And did we go over this one? We did not. Alright, so slurry is, it's kind of similar to the other one. Slurry on the outside, animal barn, 40 cows. And it is also designed to be dirty and look like a cow barn. Feeding trigger here. And it's got a runway here. I'm not sure why. I think it's maybe just a place to park a tractor. Because there are no triggers there. Yeah, it's just a area to drive a tractor through. Store a semi or whatever. So, those are all of our barns that I could buy in one sitting. And the various from 40 cows, 17 cows, 15 cows, 12 cows to, what was the big one, 300? Yeah. So the other ones, we get into the bigger ones. There's some older ones. This is kind of, if you look at it, it's kind of a ad hoc, makey worky cow barn. It's been repaired several times. Some wooden ones, 100 cows, 150. This is another dairy, that's a dairy production one we put down. This was a different one. This is kind of an old style U-shaped one. We talked about those. We talked that one. These are open face with a meadow, and you drive through down here at the bottom. This is an old style barn. There's a saying I can't be bought because I've got too many, but you can kind of see those. Well, let's go down here and look at some of these big gigantus ones. Now, I've used this one in on FS22, and it is a huge barn. 200 cows, but it's a big barn. And drive through down in the middle, slurry right there, milk and hay triggers are right there in the bottom left of that. And then the big, it's got a, can't see the other side. There you go. Gates, and they put what I like about this on versus the 22, they put grates so you can literally leave your doors open and the cows can't get in and out. I was kind of irritated, but it's 400,000. Now this one's 470. It is the same one, so you could add solar panels, and it does not have a fence. And then you got a couple of 90s. This is another big one. This one, 200 cows, no pasture. This one's got an automatic feeder, same one. Automatic feeder. Another big one with the fence around it, similar to that other one, but got the automatic feeder. And this one is the same as the other two without the pasture, but it holds 300 head of cattle with an automatic feeder. So, cow barns. Now you got what cow barns look like. Maybe we'll do chickens next. I don't know. Drop in the comments what you want to see. I'll put it out. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, Kansas Farm Guy. We'll see you later.